Morning. There was a season when the rain wouldn't stop, dark clouds hanging over everything I got. Dreams felt distant, hope felt weak, and answers were harder to find than I could speak. I watched the world keep moving fast, while I was holding on to the past, trying to understand why some doors close and why some flowers never grow. Then one morning I climbed a hill. The air was calm, the world stood still, and as the sunlight touched my face, I felt something I could not explain. Not a fortune, not a sign, just a quiet peace deep inside. And the darkness started fading like the night, giving way to a brighter revelation at the break of day. Golden light shining through my soul, golden light making broken pieces whole. Golden light, when I thought my hope had died, you reminded me the sun still rises. Golden light, through the storm and through the rain, you taught my heart how to believe again. I met a woman with silver hair, sitting alone in a wooden chair. She smiled and said, "Come sit with me, and I'll tell you what life taught me." She said, "Son, don't measure your worth by gain, or by how much sunshine follows rain, because the strongest hearts you'll ever find are the ones that stay kind. The world will test you again and again, but don't let bitterness move in. For every loss leaves wisdom behind, if you're willing to open your mind." Those words became a guiding flame, and I was never quite the same, because I finally understood even hard times can work for good. And the shadows kept retreating as the morning filled the sky, showing me that every ending can become a reason to fly. Shining through my soul, golden light making broken pieces whole. Golden light, when I thought my hope had died, you reminded me the sun still rises. Through the storm and through the rain, yeah, you taught my heart how to believe again. Yeah, I've seen victories turn into losses, and losses turn into blessings. Seen people find purpose in the middle of their testing. Life ain't always fair, life ain't always kind, but sometimes the greatest treasures take a little time to find. See, diamonds come from pressure, and rivers carved through stone. The strongest trees stand tallest, cause they weather what they've known. So I don't fear the struggle, and I don't fear the climb, cause every chapter of the story serves a purpose in its time. Now I look toward tomorrow with gratitude instead of fear, because the light that guided me then is still shining here. I can see the valleys, I can see the mountains, I can see the roads behind, and every single moment, both the bitter and the sweet, has helped shape this life of mine. The sun keeps shining, the earth keeps turning, and my heart keeps learning. Still shining, on and on. One step, one more step. keep climbing. Yeah, everybody loves the view from the top, but nobody talks about the road. The sleepless nights, the silent tears, the weight of carrying the load. I've walked through valleys filled with doubt, where fear kept whispering, turn around. But something stronger lived inside, a voice that refused to back down. The mountain stood against the sky, like a giant I could never move. Yet every step I chose to take became another piece of proof. Because destiny is not a gift, it's a journey carved through sacrifice. And every dream worth holding on to will demand a price. The higher I go, the clearer I see the person I'm becoming is greater than the person I used to be. This is the climb where courage meets the fear. This is the climb where vision becomes clear, one step at a time, one day at a time. Through every storm and trial, I'm reaching for the sky. This is the climb, and I won't stop tonight. I met a farmer on a dusty road. His hands were rough from years of work. He said, the harvest doesn't come overnight. Yeah, you must first plant in the dirt. He taught me patience, he taught me faith. He taught me not to rush my fate, because every seed has its season, and every season has its reason. The eagle doesn't learn to soar by staying safely on the ground. And no great story has ever been written without challenges to overcome. So now I welcome every mountain, every obstacle in my way, because they're not there to stop me, they're there to shape me day by day. The higher I go, the clearer I see the person I'm becoming is greater than the person I used to be. This is the climb where courage meets the fear. Yeah. This is the climb where vision becomes clear, one step at a time, one day at a time. Through every storm and trial, I'm reaching for the sky. This is the climb, and I won't stop tonight. I remember days when the dream fell far, looking at the mountain from where you are. Everybody sees the victory when it's won, but they don't see the work when nobody comes. The early mornings, the lonely nights, the hidden battles, the private fights. See, success ain't luck and success ain't chance. It's showing up every day and taking the stance. It's believing in yourself when nobody else does, keeping your faith alive when the road gets tough. I'm falling down, but I got back up, because every setback filled another cup of wisdom, strength, and determination, turning frustration into motivation. Still climbing, still reaching higher, still carrying purpose, still carrying fire. The wind grows stronger, the path grows steep, but dreams were never meant for those who sleep. The stars above still light the way, and every step I take brings a brighter day. This is the climb where the impossible begins. This is the climb where true victory wins, one step at a time, one breath at a time. No matter how high the mountain, I'll continue to rise. This is the climb, and I finally understand. The greatest achievement wasn't reaching the top, it was becoming the person who could. One step, one more step, keep climbing. The mountain is high, but so is your purpose. Keep climbing. I met a man at an old bus station, holding a suitcase full of frustration. His eyes carry stories too heavy to tell, dreams that had fallen and hopes that had failed. He said, I've been chasing tomorrow for years, through disappointments, through doubts and fears. Every time I thought I reached the end, life would knock me down again. I sat beside him as the rain came down. Cars moved slowly through the town. Then he asked me something I'll never forget. How do you keep believing when nothing happens yet? I looked toward the clouds above and remembered the truth I learned through love, that the darkest hour before the dawn is where faith is often born. The night may seem endless, the road may seem long, but tomorrow is already coming, even when everything feels wrong. Hold on to tomorrow's promise. Don't let your hope slip away. The sun is preparing its entrance, though you can't see it today. Tomorrow's promise, stronger than fear, whispering softly, your breakthrough is near. When the word says surrender and your strength feels gone, hold on to tomorrow's promise and keep moving on. The next morning I walked by the sea, where the waves were dancing endlessly, and I noticed something I missed before. Every tide returns to the shore. The ocean never questions the night, it simply waits for morning light, certain that the dawn will appear without being controlled by fear. That's when I understood something new, a lesson both simple and true. The greatest victories in life begin before they're visible. The seed believes in the flower long before it breaks the ground. The bird believes in its wings before it leaves the branch it's found. Whoa, the stars still shine behind the clouds, and hope still speaks, yeah, even when it's not loud. Oh, hold on to tomorrow's promise. Don't let your hope slip away. The sun is preparing its entrance, though you can't see it today. Tomorrow's promise, stronger than fear, whispering softly, your breakthrough is near. When the world says surrender, and your strength feels gone, hold on to tomorrow's promise and keep moving on. I know what it's like when the road gets rough. We giving your best, still don't feel enough. When doors keep closing and the answer's high, and all you got left is what's inside. But listen, every giant tree started as a seed. Every champion once had a need. Every victory started as a dream before anybody knew what it could mean. See, pressure creates diamonds, the storms reveal strength. The struggle you're facing today may become your testimony one day. So don't quit now, don't turn around. The roots are growing even underground. The chapter ain't over, the story ain't done. Sometimes the breakthrough comes one moment before you run. I can hear tomorrow calling, beyond the hills and beyond the rain. I can feel a new season rising, beyond the sorrow and the pain. Every setback has a purpose, every delay has a reason, and every winter eventually bows to a brighter season. Oh, hold on to tomorrow's promise. The dawn is on its way. The same sun that left this evening will rise again someday. To tomorrow's promise, a light that never dies, a reminder that hope survives even in the hardest time. Hey, tomorrow's promise, written across the sky, that every faithful heart will one day see its time. The night is fading, the horizon is changing. Tomorrow is coming, tomorrow is coming, and with it, a promise. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 The old man sat beneath the tree, with eyes that had seen history. He said, come close, I got a story about courage, love, and glory. He spoke of people long gone by who stood for truth though the cost was high. They didn't live for wealth or fame. They lived to carry a flame of hope, a flame of light, a flame that kept burning through the darkest night. Passed from one heart to another hand, like a promise traveling across the land. And as he spoke, the evening sky turned gold beneath the sunset light. I realized something deep within. Life is measured not by what you keep, but by what you give. The world remembers not the loudest voice, but the hearts that made a selfless choice. Carry the flame when the road gets cold. Carry the flame when the world grows old. Be the light in the darkness, be the hope in the rain. Lead the world a little brighter. Carry the flame. Carry the flame for the ones who come long after our journey is done. I walked through cities built of stone, where many people felt alone, surrounded by crowds yet empty inside, searching for something they couldn't find. I saw a woman feeding strangers, though she barely had enough. And I learned that greatness isn't power, greatness is love. I saw a teacher changing lives, helping forgotten dreams survive. Never asking for applause, just giving because, yeah, she understood a simple truth, that kindness echoes beyond our youth. And every act of compassion leaves a legacy nobody can steal. The stars keep shining long after they're gone, and good deeds keep living long after we're gone. Carry the flame when the road gets cold. Carry the flame when the world grows old. Be the light in the darkness, be the hope in the rain. Lead the world a little brighter. Yeah. Carry the flame. Carry the flame for the ones who come long after our journey is done. Everybody wants to be remembered, but what are you leaving behind? A bigger house, a bigger name, or something that can outlive time? Yeah. See, I learned that influence ain't followers, and success ain't what you own. It's how many hearts are strong because you came along. It's lifting people when they're falling, speaking truth when it's hard, choosing character over comfort, and carrying hope through the dark. The world don't need more celebrities, the world needs more examples, more dreamers who become leaders, more faith when life gets difficult. Because one small spark can start a fire, and one brave soul can inspire an empire. My days are over and my footprints fade away. I don't wanna be remembered for the things I chose to gain. Yeah. Let them say I shared my blessings, let them say I gave my best, let them say I left some light in the hearts I touched and left. Carry the flame through every generation. Carry the flame across every nation. Be a voice for the voiceless, be a hand for the weak, be the answer someone needs when they can no longer speak. Carry the flame, let it shine forevermore until every heart discovers what it was created for. One candle lights another, and another, and another, and another, and another, until the darkness disappears. Carry the flame. Oh, carry the flame, and never let it die. Yo, yeah. Oh, yeah. How did I get? Yeah. I used to carry chains nobody could see. Made of fear, regret, and memory. Smiling on the outside every day, while a silent battle raged away. I spent years trying to please the crowd, trying to fit in, trying to stand out, running after things that couldn't satisfy, looking for answers beneath the changing sky. Then one evening by the ocean side, I watched the sunset kiss the tide, and something in my spirit came alive, like a prisoner finally stepping outside. The waves kept dancing without a care, the birds kept floating through the air, and for the first time I understood, freedom begins within. No more fear, no more shame. I'm not the person I was yesterday. I got freedom in my soul, like a river that cannot be controlled. Freedom in my soul, like a fire that burns brighter than gold. No chain can hold me, no shadow can own me. I got freedom in my soul. I got freedom in my soul. And I'm finally whole. Yeah, I met a man who had lost everything. His wealth, his comfort, his wedding ring. Yet somehow he still wore a smile that stretched for miles and miles. I asked him, how do you still stand tall after losing what most people call art? He laughed and pointed to the sea, then shared these words with me. The greatest prison isn't made of steel, it's believing your wounds can never heal. And the greatest freedom you'll ever know is learning when to let go. Those words hit deeper than the tide, breaking all walls I kept inside. And suddenly the weight I bore didn't feel so heavy anymore. No more fear, no more shame. I'm not the person I was yesterday. I got freedom in my soul, like a river that cannot be controlled. Freedom in my soul, like a fire that burns brighter than gold. No chain can hold me, no shadow can own me. I got freedom in my soul. I got freedom in my soul. Yeah. And I'm finally whole. Yeah. I broke free from the voices that said I wasn't enough. Broke free from the limits that made life tough. Broke free from the fear of failure, the fear of falling down, because every king learns to stand after touching the ground. See, freedom ain't doing whatever you please. Freedom is finding peace. It's knowing who you are without needing approval from the streets. It's waking up grateful with purpose in your chest, knowing your value isn't measured by being better than the rest. Now I'm walking lighter, breathing deeper, breathing bigger, believing stronger. The chains are gone, the past is done, and the new chapter has begun. The ocean stretched beyond the horizon, endless and free. And I realized that's exactly what life was meant to be. Not trapped by yesterday, not afraid of tomorrow, but fully alive. The person I was becoming was always inside of me. Freedom in my soul is stronger than the darkest night, guiding me forward like a never-ending light. Freedom in my soul, a gift no one can take away, a song I'll keep singing for the rest of my days. Yeah, the chains are broken, the tide is turning, my heart is open, and my spirit is soaring. last, I'm free. Yeah. The years roll by like waves upon the sea, carrying pieces of who I used to be. Some dreams arrived, some dreams slipped away, yet every road led me here today. I've walked through valleys shadowed by pain, danced in the sunshine, stood in the rain, met strangers who became part of my song, and learned that every heart is trying to belong. The mountains taught me courage, the rivers taught me grace, the storms taught me patience, and love taught me faith. Now I stand where the ocean meets the sky, watching another sunset drifting by. And for the first time in my life, I understand the reason why. Every tear, every smile, every mile was what's worthwhile. Where the sky meets eternity, that's where my spirit longs to be. Beyond the limits of time and fear, beyond the things that disappear. Where the sky meets eternity, every question finds its place, every broken road finds meaning inside a greater grace. Where the sky meets eternity, the journey finally makes sense to me. Yeah, I saw an old lighthouse standing alone, still shining after the years had flown. Weathered by storms, scarred by the sea, yet faithfully guarding destiny. And I thought about the lives we live, the love we share, the things we give, how the smallest act of kindness can become a light that outlives the setting sun. Because we're more than flesh and bone, more than the things we call our own. We're chapters in the story vast, connected to the future and the past. And maybe the purpose of it all is not how high we rise or fall, but how much light we leave behind for those still walking through the night. The stars above, the waves below, both remind me what I know. Where the sky meets eternity, that's where my spirit longs to be. Beyond the limits of time and fear, beyond the things that disappear. Where the sky meets eternity, every question finds its place, every broken road finds meaning inside a greater grace. Where the sky meets eternity, the journey finally makes sense to me. Yeah, now I look back at the road I've crossed, the victories won, the things I've lost, and I wouldn't change a single page, cause every chapter helped me grow with age. Yeah, the pain gave wisdom, the struggle gave strength, the distance taught me appreciation, the climb taught patience. See, life ain't measured by the years you live, it's measured by the love you give, the lives you touch, the hope you share, the way you show somebody that you care. And when the final sunset falls, I pray they remember not my name, but the kindness I left behind and the fire inside the flame. Because we're all travelers passing through, trying to find what's real and true. And maybe heaven begins right here, when we choose love over fear. The night grows quiet, the sea grows still, the stars awaken beyond the hill. And every dream I've ever known feels like it's finally coming home. I hear tomorrow calling softly from beyond the edge of sight, like a promise carried on the wind through the everlasting light. Where the sky meets eternity, there's no more fear, there's no more pain, only the lessons that remain. Where the sky meets eternity, every storm has passed away, and every faithful step I've taken has led me to this day. Where the sky meets eternity, I lift my eyes and finally see the purpose purpose was the journey. The waves keep rolling, the stars keep shining. The story continues beyond the horizon, beyond tomorrow, beyond forever, where the sky meets eternity. Where the sky meets eternity. Where the sky meets eternity.